One of the weird benefits from the pandemic is that people who you normally have to travel to meet are just a Zoom call away.
And that includes celebrities. Our movie critic, Paul McGuire Grimes, from Paul's Trip to the Movies, recently chatted with the stars of 2 new movies. Here's the first group with their new movie, Uncle Frank.
You know you do.
No, Wally, you're not coming.
We can take turns driving.
Are you the stupidest man alive?
Obviously, look who I'm with.
Being gay in 1973 is very different than it is now in 2020. What do you want the queer youth of today to remember about that time, or how was it so different back then?
Well, it's good for them to remember that how difficult it was for people at that time, and nevertheless, they went through it and they were victorious. So they should just keep on plugging through, and fight.
You get to work with a really fantastic ensemble of actors. What were some of your takeaways working with all these greats?
Getting to be with them and getting to learn as they were acting. I think I got an experience that I would never had anywhere else. And that's actually why I love this job so much. To get to work with amazing people. Just by watching them, you can become a better actress and a better actor.
You're not going to run away from this your whole life.
Frank!
You need to be part of your family.
I don't want to be a part of my family.
I think that Frank is really struggling with feeling connected to his family, a different set of beliefs, a different set of morals, which I think so many of us can resonate with right now. What advice do you have for people that may be stuck right now and needing that reassurance to maybe reconnect with their families, especially in such divided times?
It's a hard time. It's a hard time to feel differently than your family, and going into these holidays and going into it with this in the middle of this pandemic, and some people understand and some people don't, and we have to change traditions that we've always had, and it's just a tough time.
And each person's story is different with their family, and you have to deal with this person, this family. There's no answer to your question because each answer is complicated and different.
I love that answer, though. That's a great answer.
Paul joins us now via Skype in that very same movie room where he talks to all of his fancy celebrity friends from. Okay, Paul, now listen, when you talk to the celebrities, you're a journalist in those moments. You're just asking them questions and things like that. What did you think of the movie itself? Was it a hit or was it a miss?
I think that Uncle Frank is a hit. I think it's a road trip movie. It's a coming of age movie, and it's a movie about self-acceptance and death and sexuality and our chosen families versus our birth families, and how do we kind of all align with that and deal with life, especially in such times right now. This took place in 1973, so there's a lot you can kind of apply to today. And when you've got this cast, Paul Bettany is fantastic. It's such a very beautiful, intimate movie. I really enjoyed it.
Where can you watch this movie? Where is it available?
Great question. It's on Amazon Prime right now. It's only 93 minutes. I actually wish it would be longer because you have such fantastic actors in the supporting cast, and I would love to see more from them as well. Lois Smith, 90 years old. I wanted to soak up all of her life. She's 90.
Oh, my.
And if you go to my YouTube channel, I asked her about working with James Dean in East of Eden. So it's kind of great to talk to someone.
Oh, my gosh.
90.
Wow.
My goodness.
What history there, Paul.
Oh,
okay, now, Paul, you have many fancy, fabulous friends. Another one happens to be Melissa McCarthy. You got to chat with her about her new movie that is coming out. Take a look at this.
Carol, I am a technological superintelligence. I can control every dollar and every machine on the planet.
I know that voice. Is this James Corden?
I'm not James Corden, Carol. My analysis showed that hearing James Corden's voice would calm you.
The movie's all about kind of AI taking over our world. How do you guys work to try to be present in your everyday life versus being buried in your phone, buried in your work, buried in technology? Because I think we all kind of get guilty of that from time to time.
I think you have to be proactive about it. You just do. Either you just give in and go, it's like those days you have with the kids and you go, like, sometimes you're not feeling so hot and you go, I'm just going to let them watch an extra 2 episodes of Octonauts. Well, that's okay every now and then, but you have to be proactive and go, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not turning the phone on.
I plan on spending these next 3 days hanging out with you.
Why you?
You're literally the most average person on earth.
You guys are celebrating 20 days of kindness for this movie. When was the last time that someone did something kind for you, and what was that act?
Oh, I think it's all the little things that I think are happening all the time. My kids are kind to me. These 2 guys are kind all the time. It's the It's the little things.
I'm going to show you that people are worth saving.
Humans are more complex than I thought.
This was great news, good news talking to all three of you today. 20 Days of Kindness, I appreciate it, and congrats on SuperIntelligence.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Oh, I love her.
She's fantastic. Paul, everybody loves Melissa McCarthy. That's a given. But that doesn't mean that they love every movie that she's in. How does this one come together?
I actually really enjoyed this one as well. It's a really sweet rom-com. Melissa McCarthy and Bobby Cannavale have such natural and easy chemistry, so it's easy to buy into them together. And there are lessons, again, about like our technology and our devices and how AI and Siri and Alexa are always listening and always around us. So how do we adapt and deal with that? And I love seeing them together as a romantic pair, because you wouldn't typically see that in a rom-com. And she gets to do her physical comedy. She gets to be a really witty actress as well. So it's a very easy role for McCarthy, and she's funny and sweet. And I would say it's not as like uproarious laughter as like Bridesmaids, but it's far better than some of her other comedies where she gets to be kind of gruff, if you know what I mean.
Sure. I'm curious. I saw this on Twitter this morning, and it showed a picture of the movie, and it was trending, but then it said promoted by 20 Days of Kindness. What is that?
Yeah, so they're doing this initiative right now called 20 Days of Kindness. You can go to their website right now to learn all about different kind acts. And every day for the last week and a half now, they've been promoting a different charity, talking about that, like the Trevor Project. There was a homeless youth project as well. So they're really trying to get the word about different charities and kind of have us donate in times right now. So it's a really great initiative. If you go to Melissa's Twitter or Facebook, you can see her talking about all these different charities. So 20 Days of Kindness.
Very good. Paul McGuire Grimes. 3 ticket stubs on that one. Not too shabby. 2 winners for today. Paul, happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. For more of That Man's Movie Reviews, visit Paul's website. It's paulstriptothemovies.com. You can also listen to Paul on the Colleen and Bradley Show on My Talk 107.1 every Friday. You can also watch him on the aforementioned YouTube channel. It's called Paul's Trip to the Movies.
And TCL's Movie Trip is brought to you by Muska Lighting. Now is a great time to shop at Muska Lighting because you can take 30 to 50% off specially marked items in store during their display sale. You can shop their locations in Roseville or Eden Prairie. Now these discounts are for in-store items only, and again, only select items are available at a discount. You can also shop online for other great products at muskalighting.com.
Still to come, we talk to a restaurant owner about the best way that you support those businesses right now, why she says it's not through delivery.
Thanks to Muska Lighting for sponsoring TCL's Movie Trip. Replace old and dated fixtures with a new light and change the look and feel of your home. Our mudroom fixture from Muska Lighting is a total showstopper. We get compliments from everyone who walks through the door. Talk to the experts at Muska Lighting in Roseville and Eden Prairie for help finding the perfect light for you.